we're saying elder law, but a lot of these areas impact anyone who's an adult. When you talk about estate planning, anyone in Alabama age 18 or over needs to be thinking about that. Like my law partner Chip Browder says, if you don't have a will, the state of Alabama has one for you, and whether you're age 18 or 80, you might not like what the state of Alabama's will says. So you raise a good point. We're calling tonight's show elder law, but many of these areas affect you regardless of your age.
And I'm sure when it comes to planning, maybe when we do get a little later in life, we actually do start to wise up and realize we need to make some arrangements and make some plans. But what are some reasons someone who is not in their later stage of life, you know, what if somebody in their 20s, 30s, 40s watching, why should that person go through a planning process?
There's a few reasons. First, and I'll talk about people with children, particularly minor children. You may be in your 20s or 30s, and the importance of doing some planning, in particular putting a will in place, is you can decide who will be the guardian and conservator of those minor children should something happen to you while they're still minors. For younger people with children, that's probably reason number one to at least put a will in place. And going back to everyone, you know, again, age 18 or 80, one of the advantages for putting a will in place is Alabama law allows for the executor of an estate, the person's in charge, to have a little more flexibility and a little more freedom. You can put a will in place and relieve the inventory filing requirement of probate proceeding. You can relieve the what's called the bonding requirement, where you go basically get insurance over the assets of the estate, and that requirement can be relieved, as well as a lot of the requirements to report to the court, file a final settlement with the court in a probate proceeding. And you know, that's a lot of things that can be done with a will and take a lot of burden and a lot of headaches off of family members. So, you know, regardless of age, at a minimum, as part of a comprehensive estate plan, a will needs to be put in place.